and it says we're going live. Oh, but you can't see my face over there. Hi, everybody on YouTube. I know we're live right now. I'm going to go turn the face on so you can see the face over there. What could go wrong live on the YouTube? Oops. Okay, I'm going over this way. Oh, I can see. And there's the right there, the chicka chicka. And look at, oh, hi. That's a very close-up of my face. Hello, YouTube. It's good to see. Only my mom watches that. Hi, Mom. All right. Hey, we're live at YouTube. What's today's date? The 19th of August-ish? 18th? It's somewhere in the teens. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to Coffee Talk. We got 42 amazing human beings in front of us, and we're going to start off with some celebrations. Let me show you the slides here. What we typically do is, here we go. We get a little agenda. Coffee Talk format. First, we celebrate. Every meeting at Westlake Charter School, whether it's a parent meeting, a staff meeting, a team meeting, we always start with celebrations. So you are part of the show. We're going to want to hear your voices right now. After we celebrate, I think Houston and I will present like one slide each, and then we'll like open the floor to the crowd. What do you want to talk about? What did you bring to the table? And we'll just jam. Does that feel like an okay agenda? Love it. I got 2 thumbs up, a nod, and a sip of coffee. I'll take all of them. Well, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate first. I got celebration slides, but who out there in the audience is going to be brave enough to throw up a hand and be like, hey, I got a celebration? You can shout out your school teacher, your child, your community, the school. Charlotte Murphy, what do you got? Was that you? Yeah, go.
My celebration is your Miss Gallup Tour. It's so exciting to hear that you wanted to be part of this community for a long time. And I just want to say it was so sweet to see your parents here on the first day.
Yeah! Jeff Gallagher's.
It was like, this is somebody who wants to be here, happy of being here.
Yeah.
We're so excited to have someone who feels that like we do.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Celebrating our principal, whose parents were here on the first day. What else you got out there? Who's celebrating what? What's good at Westlake Charter School? Yes, Mrs. Ike.
I want to celebrate. We were always talking about the return of Morning Lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Ms. Gallagher doing an amazing job leading Morning Lineup, and it's just so exciting to see our elders out there on the blacktop.
Morning lineup is the best. It's a little hot, hot, hot. Yeah, you've been having to sing. I love it. Morning lineup, good celebration. Yeah, yes.
Piggyback on that, what we were talking about, if anybody has 5th graders, I've been here, this is my 13th year as a Westlake parent, and the best group of, most well-behaved group of 5th graders I have ever seen at Morning Lineup.
Yeah, yeah. Give it up for 5th grade teachers on that one right there, people. Yes, 5th grade's on point. That's because they haven't done a morning live since they were 2nd grade. So they're like, oh, this is kind of cool. We're back. Yeah, I love it. I love it. What other celebrations you got out there, folks? Who you celebrate? Yes, ma'am.
So I'll celebrate the high school.
Oh, yes.
So I have a 6th grader here, and then I have a 9th grader, and she has her first cross country meet tomorrow. It's her first high school sport, and they have a rally at the high school day. She is so excited, and
Yeah.
there's a group of amazing teachers and coaches over there. So as you're looking ahead to where you're going to go to high school, I'm going to put a plug in for Wesley.
Yeah. Westlake Charter High School is on fire right now. Not literally. It's on point. Yeah. At the high school rally today, when I was walking out of the high school yesterday, boxes and boxes. These boxes are T-shirts on the back, class of 2025. These T-shirts, class of 2026. These ones are dark blue. These ones are light blue. The pictures from the rally today are going to be epic. It's going to be, blue versus blue. It's going to be super cool. Super excited. Other celebrations out there? Yeah, back there in the back. Hi. I love it.
And then also for 8th grade, my daughter, and then my friend's daughters son are in kindergarten.
Oh, I love it. That table right there represents kindergarten all the way through high school. I love it. Give them a round of applause. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Hey, let's all meet out at the soccer pitch for some games this year, man. Let's have some fun watching our kids compete. That's gonna be a ton of fun. Jeff, Miss Gallagher.
I wanted to celebrate Shar and Erica. They are doing the walking school bus, and I don't know if all of you know about that, but every morning meeting at the park and like walking our kids to school every day, and then those kids earn points and everything. So it kind of helps with traffic and all of it, and it's just fun. Like, so thank you for like taking the time out of your days to do that every single day, rain or shine, eat all of it. So
Shara, Erica, and the walking school bus. Give it up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Only time we're not walking is AQI over 150. Let's hope. Hey, knock on wood. I love it. I love it. Yes, sir. Future Westlake Explorers, babies, right here. I love it. I love it. Yeah, bring them all. I think we should then behaving better than us, right? We should print little like Future Explorer onesies, man. This would be so cool. It'd be so cool. Hey, where? That should be at the Spirit Store, right? Oh yeah, I'm an idea guy right there. Any other celebrations out there? I'll throw a couple celebrations on the slides. We'll take the slides and celebrate, but you feel the dive in. Does that feel okay? Oh, did I miss one? Do you have a celebration?
It was a little bit covered already. I was just going to give a shout out to the kindergarten parents because this is a big week for us.
Yes. Give it up for all the kinder parents who adopted their child and walked away and like, woo, yes. Kindergarten's rough. You're like at the gate. I walk by, I'm like, kinder? Yeah. I see you. Yeah, it's real, man. It's real. For your fifth one, you're like, oh, yeah. I'm just kidding. I still see you at the gate. Oh, it's good. It's good. I love it. I love the crowd. Hey, I like to celebrate some summer innovation. I think Westlake Charter School does a great job academically and social emotionally throughout the entire school year. Some of our kids get extra support, even extending the school year in the summer, and it's because of these amazing human beings. These teachers are the best of the best all year long, and they came in and just blew it up in the summer and had a great summer program to keep our kids plugged in academically and social emotionally moving forward. So give it up for our summer intervention summer school folks. Hey, Jess, you want to take a slide? You want to come in like, oh, wait, I should celebrate. This one's got you on it. I shouldn't give that to you. I would like to celebrate Jessica Gallimore, who this summer has kicked off our school year with kindergarten play dates in the park. And there's our principal right there reading books to our future kindergartners who are now kindergartners here. Love that celebration. And then, Jess, you want to talk about this moment right here?
This was awesome. So during the first 5 days that staff comes back, we had both certificated and classified staff come on campus, and then we did 5 days of professional development. And we went out to the blacktop where all the kids are lining up, and you could see WCS there, and then from the roof we had Melissa, our facilities and operations person, up there on the roof, like, get ready! Formation. So it was really awesome to have all the staff in their team is the theme shirts.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. That was a ton of fun. MG did a great job getting us all lined up in straight rows. On that day, we played a lot of games. We do a lot of celebration. We do a lot of laughing. Some people are like, that seems like a waste of time. Shouldn't you be talking about curriculum? Not all the time. Sometimes our staff need to laugh and play games and get to know each other and spend time building community so that we can do for our community what we do. Hey, Houston, do you want to talk about our having families back on campus, our Meet the Teacher event?
Yeah, so here, what are we looking at? We're looking at Meet the Teacher, then we're looking at the Boohoo.
Boohoo, woohoo, yeah,
Right there.
for our
With all
kinder
the
families.
It was fantastic to actually go back in the classrooms, have that moment with your teacher, and then also have your student be able to walk around. And it just, we took it for granted probably before how lovely
I
it
think
was.
so.
And now we're just so excited to get back in there. And then the Boohoo Woohoo was super fun. We had all the kinder parents out here getting to know each other and talking about their emotions. We sat here and we're like, how are you feeling? And so it was really fun.
Yeah. Thumbs up if we feel pretty good about let's do more of hanging out together on campus. Raise your hand if you're going to volunteer in the classroom this year. Yes, we would like to see you in there. Please get in that classroom. I love it. Welcoming our students back on the first day of school was magic this year, and seeing so many families walking their children to the blacktop and being part of that community. That morning lineup, that first morning lineup out here on day one was like, I think we had more grown-ups than kids. It was wild. I looked out, I was like, oh, we need more dots. Because I was 600 kids and maybe 602 parents. It was amazing.
I had imagined it in my mind what it would look like, and then I turned the corner and I was like, okay.
All right, we're like, here's the mic. You're like, oh, hello. That's a big crowd. Hey, before we go on the next slide, have we jarred a memory? Are there any celebrations out here? I'll just pause for station identification. Anybody got a celebration you want to shout out? Something that's happened already at school? Yeah.
I
That 8th grade promotion was phenomenal. And obviously Melissa Grunholz, Lacey Ramirez, Tony Alexander, Monica Darris, the entire staff that builds that thing. I mean, it feels like a wedding. It's so perfectly put together. That was your first stepping onto campus and seeing how we do what we do. How'd that feel?
That was awesome. But I was still somewhere else, and I was like, I want to see what promotion's like for 8th grade before I come here. And so came and showed up, and I was like, this is gorgeous.
Yeah,
It was so. I really love the most is like the personal touch for each and every student to call by their name, what their hopes and dreams were for their future, and where they were headed to
Yeah.
high school, and what core values.
The core value shout outs for the kids.
The whole time, and it was like so personalized.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that part too because the students asked, hey, where are you going to go to college? What profession are you enter into? And then we give 2 core values that are nominated by the teachers. And it's so cool to see the students here for the first time out loud, their name, their future college, their future career, and 2 core values that we nominated. And you can see them kind of go, oh yeah, that's me. That feels pretty good. Yeah, that's a great shout out. Any other celebrations out there? Need you talking? Yeah, okay, this table's on fire.
I'm just having a moment because I have a 12th grader, and what I want to celebrate is just the academics, the social, emotional, the community. When you hear the community that you're stepping into, because I have a 12th grader who went to a different high school because we didn't have.
Because we didn't build it yet, sorry.
But he started here in kinder, and this was just yesterday. You know how they are. That they're setting up with 8 of the middle school kids, to get together before they all head off to college, and just, just the bonds.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I also have a 12th grader, yeah. It's good, man. I love it. I love it. Anybody else out on the celebration train? Let me see what other slides I've got here. The Meet the Teacher event was epic. Hey, you want to shout this one out? Web leaders.
Oh, I love our web leaders. So web leader training are 8th graders who choose to be web leaders. They do some training and they learn how to kind of mentor the 6th graders and kind of guide them into middle school. It's just a fantastic program. That's another thing that was announced at our promotion is the web
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
leaders were acknowledged there because they put in a lot of, they come in over the summer, they do training, and then they come in and they work with the 6th graders before school and kind of say, this is how we do
Yeah.
middle school.
Yeah.
This is what to expect. This is how to deal with this. It's just a great program.
And then on the first day of school, the web leaders wear the web shirts, so all the 6th graders who are feeling a little lost can go to anybody. You got a web shirt on.
And then you've made that.
Where's
made
this
that
class? Where's
connection.
F103? Right.
Yeah, they've made those connections with the 8th graders. Like, oh, okay, I know you.
Yeah, I love that program. And then the same at the high school, freshman orientation. Look at all those freshmen being oriented to high school on the first day outside in our outdoor oasis. It was beautiful. Shara?
What does WEB stand for?
Web, where everyone belongs. Where everyone belongs. I love Web, man. Hey, do I belong? Web. Everyone belongs. We all belong here at school. Yeah, that's a great shout out. That's a great shout out. Who is shouting out our high school sports? How many people have a high schooler? Right? One of the top rated protective factors in teenagers against loneliness and isolation is being involved in sports, and our sports program is crushing it at the high school. So if you've got a high schooler, get them involved in our sports program. Everybody's involved in a club at the high school because that's part of our deal is everybody's got to get plugged in somewhere. But get involved in the high school sports. And true story, middle school sports is launching out here in the near future, right? Yes. So if you got a middle schooler, get them plugged in. Let's play some sports. We love it. Who's that right there? Is that the first wave meeting?
Oh, it is.
Would you like to invite everyone to the second one?
Oh, I need to remind myself.
Yeah, when is that? I don't know. So what happens at a wave meeting?
So on Wednesday night, we got together. We did a little bit of just kind of business stuff that we do as a board meeting, but this meeting was lovely because we all went around and introduced ourselves. We talked about why we were there. We talked about kind of what we want to make of the year. Because we haven't had many events, we started to talk about creating new ones and different ones. And it was just very lovely. And we just kind of chatted for an hour.
It sounds like maybe fall festivals coming up around the corner. All the big bingo night, game night, all those things may be back on the calendar.
They will be.
I love it.
September 7th. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
The Wednesday.
All right, before I sign off celebrations, everyone look that direction just for a moment. That's what it looks like if you're a second grader going to PE. Looking good, Explorers. Looking good, looking good. I love it. It is hard not to stare at second grade. Hey, families, before we jump to the next slide, celebrations going once? Yes, back there, what do you got? Oh, yeah, morning drop off and pickup are we're getting our groove, right? Yeah. I like the change on, if you've been here for a long time, the pickup in the afternoons changed a little bit. I think it's a little quicker now. I think it's going a little faster. Good. Any other celebrations? Yes.
I'll do one more. When you were talking about web, it triggered a memory. We did positive behavior, this PSAS, right? And basically met with every single grade level through this first week about expectations on campus. And I was talking about like who are people that you could go to? Who's a trusted person, a trusted adult that you could go to on campus when you feel like you need some support? And a sixth grader who had gone through the sixth grade orientation raised their hand, and on the mic they said, I could go to my web leader.
I love
The
it.
eighth grade student that welcomed them on wearing those t-shirts. So I was just like, it actually was like, okay, there's a little moisture, right? like beyond an adult, that they knew that they could go to that peer,
That's so
you
cool.
know, and that peer could help them out.
Yeah, love that. There you go. You're like, my work here is done. I've handed the leadership off to this 8th graders. They've got it. They will run the whole place. I love it. Any other celebrations? Yeah, Erica.
I just want to celebrate this stuff. Yesterday, I had a little snafu,
Yeah.
and it wasn't anything big, but within 30 minutes, it was done,
Yeah.
corrected, and set to bed. And I
Yeah.
want to say thank you to Mrs. Talia,
Yeah.
because she started it
She's
all,
awesome.
and then the staff took
Yeah.
care of everything. I was amazed how
Yeah.
you guys tackle a problem,
Yeah.
address it, and fix it.
Yeah,
Props to all of y'all.
Thanks for shouting that out. The reality is we are not a snafu-free environment, right? We load 1,000 human beings onto this campus every day and offload 1,000 human beings off. I don't know how big your family is, but when 9 of us are together at a table, well, there's snafus at my house, right? We got 1,000 people. There's lots of snafus, but if we work together and be like, hey, I think I'm having a snafu. Can you help me? This whole place is like, we got you. What can we fix? So yeah, I love that shout out right there. Anybody else going once? Ooh. Oh, you waved at somebody, and that looked like you raised your hand. So, well, no, I'm taking it. I just saw it. Now you guys, I'm just kidding. What do you? Kindergarten.
We were, crying and all that. We love the community. We're great seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody recognizing everybody, everything. So it's really nice.
That's
Saw
beautiful.
Hazel in class yesterday learning the letter T.
Okay. Love it. I love it. I love it. That's a good one to end on, a kindergarten celebration right there. Thank you all for being here. I think I have one slide. It's quick. I'll jump you guys on the screen, then we'll shut the YouTubes down. Sorry, Mom. And then we'll all just talk. Does that feel good? All right, cool. My slide is launching the 22-23 school year. 3 easy steps to building our community. You can see a little picture of the Westlake Weekly right there. If you're not familiar with that, this slide's for you. You're like, what is that right there? Westlake Weekly, never heard of it. What my slide is this. 3 easy steps to build community at school. And it's for this school, but it's for any school. And it works like this. Step number 1, find out what's going on. You were all here today because you were listening at some point and were like, hey, I heard there's a coffee talk, right? Find out what's going on. Read the Westlake Weekly, just give it a skim, or listen to the amazing podcast each week. We got 2 listeners, one of them's here. Read the Westlake Weekly. Oh, we got 3. And then read your teacher's newsletter. Find out what's going on. But just because you read the weekly, listened to the podcast, or read the newsletter, doesn't mean you're automatically like, I 100% got it. It is okay to seek to understand. Hey, I read this. I don't really understand this. We 100% would love an email from you at admin@westlakecharter.com. Hey, I read the weekly. I got a question about this one thing. I got a question about. We would love to communicate back and forth. We're communicating one way. Here's the information we think you need. But if it's not clear, please ask questions. And then last piece is meet Amber Houston. I mean, get involved, right? This place, your kindergarten through 12th grade experience is better, I believe, when you step on this campus and get involved. Whether it's coming to Coffee Talk, coming to a sporting event, volunteering in the classroom, organizing the fall festival. When you get involved, you meet other parents that are in your same situation, and now you've engaged in what is called community. 3 simple steps to building community, right? Know what's going on, seek understanding, and then get involved. And I'm going to introduce my favorite Wave president.
Thank you.
You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Amber Houston. Woo, woo, woo!
Hi again. So I just wanted to, hopefully you all know what WAVE is. We are the parent group here. It's different than a PTA. There's no forms, there's no dues. You don't have to join anything. You're all part of it. You're all included in everything and your voice is heard. We have events that we want to plan. We want to relaunch all of our events. So we would love to do bingo night, as Dr. Ike mentioned, in September. We are hoping to do a fall festival. The fall festival is one of our most popular and well-attended events. But most of our committee, I see one of our big committee members there in the back, Juanita. Most of our committee has left the school. They had older children and they've all moved on. So we need a new committee and we really want to make it happen, but we need help. And that's kind of how all of these go. Olympic Triathlon is our biggest fundraiser of the year. We need a committee for that. So all of these things we need help with. So kind of figure out maybe where you want to be or what interests you and get involved. We also are looking forward to Science Night. I think we're going to set that in November. And we usually do Movie Night in December because it's a nice environment. We'll kind of figure out where we want to do it. But we're starting to plan all those events and we're going to create a calendar of events for the entire year. But in order to do that, we need lots of help. Lots of help. Because we're rebuilding all of these committees because we haven't really had any since 2019. And then here it just talks about volunteers. Some of the things we need is at all events. Then we also do restaurant fundraisers. It's a really nice way to help if you're at home and you can't make it on campus for some of those events. You can be just emailing Chipotle, okay, set this date. Hey families, if you want to come to Chipotle on this night, you make a few $100s. So that's a really great gig if you hear of anybody who's like, I can't get on campus as often, but I still want to help. Then we have Lost and Found. If you get here 10 minutes early to pick up your student, you can organize the Lost and Found. That's a great thing after drop-off or right before pickup to kind of help and make sure, because once September hits, that thing's going to be really full. And then donations and sponsorships. We're looking for someone who can ask corporations for donations and then get sponsorships. That helps all of our events. We can do raffles with it. We can put them in some of our silent auction baskets. But it's a lot sometimes for the committees to take on. So we're looking for somebody who can, once again, spend 10 minutes a week emailing or filling out forms at home. So that's another great opportunity for someone who's more at the computer at home and they can't come on campus as often, or if you just have a little bit of extra time and you want to help. And then classroom ambassadors, this is like room parents, and we still need about 20 of those. So we want to fill those and really get our communication going, get some of the grade level events going. A few years ago, we had kindergarten meetups at the park after, so we need people to help guide that. So let us know where you want to get involved. This is how this all happens. We want to keep getting together as a community, but we need everybody to contribute where they can.
Love it.
That's it.
If you came here today, you volunteered to come here, volunteer. If you have a spouse at home, you now have to volunteer them. Oh, I signed you up for a committee. Yeah, we'd love to have everybody involved. Before I shut down the YouTube, hey, Jess, come here. Say hi to my mom. Hey everybody, this is Mrs. Gallenbohr, our principal.
Can you see me? Hi, I'm Jessica Gallenbohr. Nice to see you.
All right, everybody on the YouTubes at home, if you're watching, we are going to shut this down and just hang out with our friends. But come on out. We'll see you out here next time. Let me click the button here. Where is the button? What could possibly go wrong when you're streaming live on the internet? Well, I'll figure it out. Hey, as we transition to the next part of the show, let me see my. Oh. That's a good point.
Thank you. So if you go to westlakecharter.com, there is a place that says WAVE, and if you just click on that, underneath it says volunteer, there you can
Oh, there
actually